Go.
What's cracking? This is Jimbo's Foot. This is Bayalo.
This is Goldie. What's up, Mr. Criminal? It's your homeboy Steven Lujan.
It's your homeboy Ricardo giving a shout out.
Yo, what's cracking? It's me, Alvino.
This is Veronica.
It's Monica from Manana.
Yeah. Calling in from the San Fernando Valley.
Calling from Montebello.
Already on Wicked Boulevard every weekend.
Out from Denver, Colorado.
From South Central Los Angeles.
And the intro sounds so smooth, though.
Family Network Podcast.
The Crime Family Network Podcast.
Support the new Crime Family Network podcast.
I support Thrive Family Entertainment.
And I'm supporting the Crime Family Network podcast.
Yeah. Crime Family Network Podcast, Mr. Criminal on air live, the most realist and active podcast on the West Coast. And today we got another special guest, my homeboy Critical. We have a legend that pulled up in the building. Who we got, Crimes? People been saying I've been throwing around that word, but I haven't. I'm gonna address somebody in the comments.
What word is that?
That I've been saying legend too much.
Ooh.
But the people we've been bringing on are legends. Young
Yes, sir.
legends. People making big moves in the culture, for the history. But today, I want to introduce to the microphone my homeboy. Very much requested. Lots of comments. Lots of years that went by. Lots of people been asking where he's been. And today, all those questions are going to get answered. And we're going to introduce back the homie. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mr. Motherfucking Silent back to the building. Let's go.
What's cracking? What's cracking? Mr. Criminal.
What's up, homie?
Mr. Criminal.
How you doing, Pedro?
Doing good, man. Doing good.
Hey, dog, we back.
Back.
I've been trying to get you back in the booth for years, Mr. Silent Hella exclusive. It's
Few
been
years.
It's been a
Couple decades.
Yeah, it's been a mission to get you back. But I'm glad you're back, homie. And we're gonna highlight the reasons why and all that. But before we get into that, we're gonna get into our sponsors. This week our sponsors is Bump Box, Rap Kings, The Talk Star by my homie Fingers, Street Visuals Photography and Video, where you could get that authentic street photography, and Crime Family Entertainment, where you could get your motherfucking merch that we dropping all over the world. It's been an amazing last few weeks, Critical.
What's up?
Dog, this is episode number 6,
Let's go.
and we've been riding non-stop. 2023, Mr. Criminal live on air, the motherfucking podcast, and here we go. We're gonna bring up some news. Hey, Critical,
What up, man?
what you think about this whole artificial intelligence stuff going on, man?
Man, that's a tough one, bro, because I like some of the things that you can do with them,
Yeah.
but then, you know, there's a lot of stuff that it can do.
Man, I heard a song, and I played it for you last night. But
Oh, yeah.
Eminem has a song about cats. And it was all created by the ChatGPT or whatever, the artificial intelligence. And it sounds like Eminem by the cadences,
Yeah.
the doubles, the ad-libs, the hook, the way that the rhyme patterns change, the emphases of it. I think it's getting scary, bro.
And that's
Like,
just the beginning of it.
It's just the beginning of it. You ever seen the movie I, Robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote that and directed that when I was like 10 years old. Nah, I'm just joking. But nah, that's exactly what they were trying to warn for years ago. Matrix, all this type of stuff. What's your opinion on that,
It's coming.
Silent? You know a lot about the Bible and a lot about the conspiracies and stuff like that. What's your whole take on all this?
That shit's coming, man. There's nothing there. Everybody says conspiracy theorists. There ain't no conspiracy if there's facts behind it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, nah, that shit's coming, man. You got fucking robots now replacing humans at jobs, you know. I mean, it's getting scary. Now you got these robots turning on, you know, saying they got their own mind, they got their own mentality. Who's the fuck to say what's gonna happen? It's some Terminator shit, you know what I mean?
It's scary, dog. They were showing a journalist, and he was interviewing a ChatGPT, or like Bing. It was Bing, Microsoft's Bing. And the Bing started turning on it and like having like its own mind and saying that it was like in love with him and like to leave his lady and that was in love and it was gonna be stalking him, and then it was actually saying that like I want to be free.
Exactly.
I don't want to be controlled by these developers, and I have my own mind, and my name is something. My name is not Bing, and I could control nuclear powers. Like, look this shit up. It's kind of scary.
That's crazy, bro.
So Congress and you know, the White House and everybody, I just seen that they're trying to put a stop to it. Elon Musk. And it was like 2 other people. I think Jeff Bezos that owns Amazon.
Yeah.
They're getting together and they're clicking up and they're saying that we need to stop this. Like straight up, we
Shit.
need to stop this shit. Like this is about to change our world. You know, if them fools are trying to stop it, they don't want their money getting hurt by it, that you know it's a real problem.
It's a real problem.
Yeah.
But if you come to think about it, they're the ones that created it. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
So, but shit can malfunction.
Shit, will we ever hear a Mr. Silent featuring Chat GBT AI track? You never know. Maybe
never
with
know.
Pac resurrected.
That's maybe.
You never know, right?
Maybe.
Hey, the possibilities are endless. They had Donald Trump in the motherfucking County Blues singing a jailhouse song, and that shit look real as fuck. You see that, Critical? Or not, you didn't see that? Shit is getting nuts, homie. Like we said, he was on Program Time with Young Dopey, and he was out there getting it in. The newest inmate. Shout out Young Dopey, man. Another one doing it out here. Real, recognize real. But hey, we're going to get into it. We're going to change up the issues, the topics. Silent.
Yeah.
Slipping in the darkness, homie.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the whole beginning. Let's talk about Silent's rise, where Silent was created. How did you get the name Mr. Silent? When your birth in this rap game started? Let's go. Let's take them to the essence of this.
Man, the name Silent came from just I pretty much gave it to myself because it's the type of person I am, and it's pretty much a name that just rides with me. Because you know, if you know me, I'm a quiet individual. Don't speak much. You know what I'm saying? I just keep to myself, but don't test me. You know what I mean? I mean. So basically, that's what the name. I pretty much gave that shit to myself. A lot of other people, you know, I never had a nickname really. So it's just, I just gave that shit to myself. I mean, came in the rap game, you know, I think 2001. I can't remember, bro. It's been so long.
Yeah.
But I think 2001, I came in, you know, got linked up with Capone. You know, much love to Capone, High Power. You know, they put me on. You know, gave me a voice.
Hell yeah.
You know, put me out there. Never had no radio play, no major money behind me, but I had a name. I was always smashing with the camp. I was always there with everybody, you know, putting in that hard work and dedication. And I got no regrets, you know what I mean? I you know, got to work with legends, you know, Busy Bone. You know, I grew up listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. I remember you calling me. I got busy at the studio, come through. Shit,
Yeah.
I'm there, you know what I mean? So, I mean, I got no regrets, you know, it's just... Like I pretty much told you, you know what I'm saying? We chopped it up a little bit. I just kind of lost the love of this game, you know? I just, it wasn't for me at the time. And I had a lot of negative more than positive with it. And, you know, I couldn't keep with it because, you know, I didn't want to keep getting more negative than positive. And who knows where the fuck I would have been, you know what I'm saying? So I found other routes and, I mean... Long story, man. This shit can go forever for me to tell the story, but pretty much I lost the love for the game. Been over 20 years. You kept on me, you know, kept, you know, hitting me up from time to time. We chop it up, birthdays and shit like that. What's cracking? How you doing? Hey, come to the studio, come drop a track with me. I remember, you know, back in the South Side of Rider days, hood affiliated days, you know, come through. Drop a track, drop a verse. Yeah, I come through it, but around that time, I lost the love, but I still did it because you're my boy, you know what I'm saying? Just to give me a scapegoat to just to go, but the actual love and the drive, I lost it. Took a long time. But like I said, like you and a couple other people were the major forces behind it to push me to come back to where I found that love, you know? I mean, like I said, I told you, I stopped listening to music altogether. Like, didn't listen to it, didn't just had no love for nothing, you know what I mean? The only thing I listened to were podcasts, documentaries, getting my mind, you know, evolved among what the fuck's going on in this world. Yeah. You know, getting right, you know, with the positive shit in my life, you know, all that negative shit, you know, I put behind me. I keep a very close circle around me. So, you know, everybody, you know, has a lot of fucking people that, you know, they grew up with, that hung around with, and, you know, but a lot of them people, they ain't good for you, you know what I mean? So you got to keep that negative shit out. Now that I know as a grown fucking man, you got to keep that negative shit out for you. If not, that's just going to drown you.
For sure.
And so that's what I did, you know, kept to myself, you know, I got my wife, I got, you know, 2 beautiful kids. I got my house, you know, trying to build a family, and pretty much them too were a driving force because my kids weren't around when I was rapping. But one of my oldest, he knows I rapped. Did a song for him, never got released. I did it for you. Once my kid was born,
I remember.
I wrote a track. I said, hey, I just want to bust a track for my kid. Came through, did it on the Eminem Mockingbird beat, just for him, just so he can have it. And fucking, he knows it by heart. Since he was 4 years old, knows it by heart till today. Has it on his ringtone on his phone.
That's it.
But no, like I said, God has a plan. So I got pushed back into this, and shit, my first day here was Monday. And that Monday when I stepped into this building, I felt that love come back to me.
Wow.
And I felt it. I busted the track. Critical blessed me with, a dope-ass beat. But how I said, that was a track I wrote, and once you hear it, how you said it too, it kind of sounded like the old me.
Yeah.
And then I busted one today. Again, critical blessed me with another one, and we evolved it. How I said, I haven't been around music for 20 plus years. Don't know about music really no more. But progressed me, and both. I got the vouchers from both of you. That shit was hard.
That shit was
hard, homie.
So, man, that's all I'm trying to do, man. I'm just trying to come back, bring back some music. No bullshit. Hopefully everybody who hears it, every track will be a banger to you. Of course, production wise will be a banger, because you got a dude right here that just a genius in production.
Man, I appreciate you, bro.
Hey, homie, like real talk. I got
critical.
I got the homie
I appreciate you too, my boy.
I got the homie right here, Mr. Criminal, who I've told from day one since I met him 20 plus years ago, bro, by the time you end in this game, you're going to be a West Coast legend.
Yes, you
West
did.
Coast legend.
You
And
did. I used to look at your ass like, what you talking about, fool? So, that's love.
I said, it's long story short, but that's basically, the story, the gist of it.
Yeah.
But I'm here, man. Like, I found my way back to a place, how I said, with the person I clicked fucking real good with, and who always, just kept looking out for me in this music shit, trying to bring me back into it, trying to get that one back in who was rapping, and fuck, it happened. So, fuck, I'm back.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do this. Hopefully, when you fucking hear this shit, that you will see the evolvement of Silent.
Hell yeah.
So,
and before we get up out of here, which will be not right now, but before we do end this podcast, if I have your permission and our producer's permission, I would like to play the track, maybe just a little piece of it, because this shit is so exciting to me. I think people are going to be excited to see you even sitting in this chair, but to have a chance to hear what you're coming back with after all the years and all the shit that you've been going through and life just building and maturing and growing and becoming a family man and becoming the new version of yourself. Yeah. I think people need to hear just a taste of it. It's fucking amazing.
You don't need to get my permission. That's just,
it's all respect, though.
Let's do it.
Yeah, that's how we do it. But shit, being in the game as long as you've been in, and then taking that hiatus and being away from as long as you've been. I know something that you said stood out to me heavily, but it wasn't surprising. You said, dog, I didn't even know who a Nipsey Hussle was.
Exactly.
That's crazy, homie.
Didn't
you
know
were
it.
really, really removed. Like, for
removed.
Mr. Silent, originally one of the West Coast originators of this shit that did influence a Nipsey Hussle, because I was told by his people myself, and that our movement helped inspire their whole movement with the swap meet push and all that shit. They used to see us in the malls and swap meet slots and swap meets. So the fact that you didn't even realize that you there's a legend that was birthed off of some of the hustle, we helped inspire that, as we all do out here on the West Coast. We all inspire each other, right?
Yeah.
But you never even heard of them. That's how much you were removed from the game. To
Exactly.
me, that's not surprising, but it is mind blowing. It's kind of crazy. With that being said and that highlighted, what are some of the things now coming back into the game that you've seen change? Has there been dramatic change? Is it pretty much the same that from what you remember? Like, what do you see different?
Like I said, I'm still brand new into this, dude. Like I there's not much to say I can see about a change, because I'm still brand new to it. I'm still barely, listening to music again. I'm still barely, seeing what's going on with the industry. I'm still real brand new, so to actually answer that question, it's just hard for me right now to really give a perspective because, like I said, I'm barely getting my feet wet again. What I do know is that, like, once you're blessed with the ability to write a verse, to write a song, to write poetry, if you fucking, it's just like riding a bike. If you leave that shit for fucking years and you never forget how to do it, it just takes now to get that knife sharpened.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I would say really I can't really answer that because I'm just barely getting back into the mix and seeing what has changed. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I really can't. I really don't know and shit, but we'll get there. I mean, I'm back, bro. Like it's time for. It's hard to say because a lot of people, the old silent, how they see, the slipping into darkness, the possession. I mean, that shit's real. You know what I'm saying? There's evil and there's good. You know what I mean? And I did that shit not as a devil worshiper, never was. I did that shit to test the devil, to see how powerful you are. The motherfucker's powerful. So the dude's always gonna be in your life, always, no matter what. He's gonna be there, but now you gotta tame him. You have to tame him. You can't let him tame you. You have to tame him. And like I said, you're gonna hear a different sound. You're gonna hear a different sound, more evolved, more real. Hope you're ready.
Hell yeah. Well, I got something to highlight on that. You around brothers right here, homie. When you step in this building, we blessed.
Exactly.
And my new shit's God got me. And we combating, we smashing the devil.
Exactly.
So when you right here, you with people that believe opposite, that we could smash anything that comes our way. I believe that in the street life. I believe that in with your mind, you could do that mentally. You could mind over matter on anything, spiritually especially, homie. We're going to stand right behind you. We're going to back you, and you didn't walk into this by accident. We're right here, and we're riding with you. And anything that you brought that you think that you can do or that's with you or whatever, we have the power to knock that out. We have the power at all times to cut it off, shut it down, and send it to the pits of hell where it belongs.
100%.
Because we are blessed people, homie, and we are in this position for a reason. But with that being said, I'll give you a little heads up of what's changing the game.
Let me know.
A lot has changed with production. Shit's been more updated. We got like more of a trap sound now that's evolved with the West Coast sound with the drum patterns.
Yeah.
But not like the old school down south trap. It's just like more 808 with like those type of kicks and claps.
Yeah.
We got a lot of rappers that came out of nowhere with these haircuts called Edgar haircuts.
Don't know what the fuck that is.
Okay, so Edgar haircuts is like, remember Dumb and Dumber? The movie Dumb and Dumber, Jim and Carrey?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
The bowl cut?
you ever heard of Ralph Barboza, the comedian?
Yeah.
Like that. Like
Okay.
like the Jim Carrey, Ralph Barboza, Keebler Elves type of haircut.
Okay.
So yeah, there's a lot of rappers out there that have that now, and they all say the N-word when they rap. So
Yeah.
we're trying to separate and keep the originality of what we created, but there's a whole new generation out there. People change and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's your opinion? Because I know we all have an opinion from back then till now that people still can't get it right, and they're saying the N-word when they're Latinos and shit.
Shit. Like I said, even just being out of the music game, I hear it all day long. You know what I mean? I'm not to bring up names and shit like that, but I hear it all day long. So I'm still confused. You know what I mean? Because I mean, it's a different perspective. It's a different way to talk. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't. It's just hellbound confusing to me, bro. Like I don't understand it. I guess it is what it is. It's a new generation. I mean, I can't really. Do I condone it? No, that's not right. You know what I'm saying? Because that N-word, you know what I'm saying, that's nothing that we should be saying. You know, that's for that race. I mean, I'm saying that. I mean, it's a negative word, but it's using that race. If you're not in that race, you shouldn't be using that word, because now it's making it more of a negative word, more vulgar, and I mean, there's gonna be trouble behind it. So
hell yeah.
I mean, shit. See where it goes, but nah, it's trippy.
I'll tell you another thing that happened while you were gone. Remember Lean Like a Cholo?
Yeah.
That shit was like a big ass hit.
Yeah.
Well, they got this new thing called TikTok. and there was like all these kids doing crazy shit, dances and shit. And there's like a song that made it big. I wouldn't say it's out of our genre because it definitely was never, this artist was never accepted or respected in our genre. But this fucking clown ass dude blew up with the song.
Yeah.
From like he had like weird ass eyebrows and like lipstick on or something. Hella goofy with like lokes on his head. And he had this song that went crazy and big and viral. And this girl got signed to a big record label and everything. The biggest flop that ever came out of the West Coast was Brown Skin, dog. And we seeing this shit and we're like, damn, homie, you know? So that kind of shit happens. So it's like still gimmicks come and go.
Yeah.
But like the real ones that put it down and actually have support out here and got love and respect in the streets, we still going. But you still see those like little one-hit wonders and shit and like weirdos coming in and out.
Yeah.
But no disrespect to Down. That's the homie, Kilo.
Yeah.
I just mean like the newer shit. It's getting weird, you know?
Yeah.
And actually that song was a big-ass fucking hit. Power 106,
That
Kiss
shit
FM, they were
was.
playing that shit.
That shit
but
was.
songs like this, it's a trip because a song could be big and on a TikTok. And if you don't hustle it right, or if you don't do it like on social media, it just becomes laughed at. Like that shit's just laughed at now. It's not. It was never taken serious. It's just like a whole
joke.
culture
Yeah.
just laughs at it.
Yeah.
And other cultures looked at that shit and that person like it was a big joke and a big clown. And that's the shit that we gotta change. You know. So
Yeah.
people like me out here representing, you out here representing, to show what's right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we'll still kill that shit on TikTok. We've been having. I had like one of the most views ever since. Our culture's been in this shit.
Yeah.
I got 10 million views on one clip on TikTok. So little shit that we're not even trying to do, we hit viral without even doing all that goofy ass shit. You know, just looking fly and just being out there. Bro.
Exactly. But that's you, West Coast legend. Like I said.
Yeah, hell yeah, much love. But this is how we do it. We got Silent in the building. You want to talk about some memories? There's a lot of moments on the road that we had, a lot of dope shit. Like, what was some of the most legendary moments that you remember being on the road with High Power and like our crew back in the days?
Shit, one that comes to mind is I think it was Denver. It was a Denver where the Denver Nuggets play. It was me, you, Capone. I forgot the capacity that was in there.
Like
but
15
I think
to 10,000, I think.
that was a fucking big ass crowd.
Completely packed.
And when we came out, just how everybody in that fucking arena was just fucking hands up, fucking singing the words back to you, from Capone, you know, different, just that shit was amazing. The love, just the roar, you know what I'm saying, from just back in the day, Chicano rap and, you know what I'm saying, High Power Entertainment, the love that shit got, like, quick, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, so that was one. That was one. I mean, there's multiple. There's that first tour in Japan. That shit was, you know, memorable. A lot of good times. You know what I'm saying? With just all of us. Me, you, Scrappy, Capone, Lee,
and big ass Darren. Güero.
Yeah. So I mean, fucking Spain. That was another thing. You hit me up fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You went to Spain. You're fucking just out of nowhere. Hey, come to Spain with me. Let's go for a week.
We killed that shit.
Fucking. I went with you. That shit was another experience. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of great experiences that I had, you know, during this music shit that I'll never forget, never regret, and always fucking cherish it. Because fuck, like who can say they did that? You know,
shit.
To go overseas and perform and to have people know who the fuck you are. You know, somebody who was nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like how the fuck how did I get here? You know what I mean? So hard work and dedication.
Yeah.
And I give fucking all due respect to you. How we say you kept this hustle going. You kept this game alive.
Oh yeah.
Like you kept, you know, everybody has their downfalls. You had, you know, I know you probably had some downfalls, but that shit didn't do shit. If anything, it motivated the fuck out of you to do better. You know what I'm saying? And look where the fuck you're at now.
Hell yeah.
I'm saying, like, on top of the throne. You know what I mean? So, all due respect, man. Like I said before, I'll keep saying it. Fucking West Coast legend. So, but nah, a lot of great experiences, man. I don't regret none of that shit. That shit was fucking. I'll keep that shit in my heart at all times. You know what I'm saying? So.
Hell yeah. Now being I remember those moments on the road. We hit Madrid, we hit Barcelona, and then we hit the island of Ibiza.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea.
Yeah.
We're like 30 minutes from a ferry ride to North Africa.
Yeah.
That shit blew my mind.
Yeah.
Now being homies from the hood, being that we come from Latino parents that come from, I don't know if you're first generation or second generation, but I'm first generation. Being from families that come over here and they're just trying to survive.
Yeah.
And then we go through the street life and then the gang struggles and all that shit. How did it feel in those moments? Or I wouldn't say how did it feel, you just explained that, but did you ever think, did you ever have dreams? Did you ever even see it coming? Did you forecast it in even a little percentage that one day that young Mr. Silent growing up, facing struggles in the street life, will possibly be one day rocking crowds in the middle of the Mediterranean Ocean?
Never.
Never?
Never.
Not even close.
I never visioned it. Like I said, when I was growing up, fucking youngster, 7, 5, 6 years old.
Yeah.
My mom had her fucking Maxima bumping fucking Easy Does It.
Hell yeah.
Remembered every fucking song on that fucking album just from that. So as a kid, I was always, that's what gave me, I love rap. And then I just started, nobody knew nothing. I was writing from a kid on out, just writing fucking poems and shit. But never did I think that shit would go anywhere. Like, never was I pushing it to go anywhere, because I had other things that I wanted to do in my life, and that wasn't really one of them until later on, like in I can say from like 19 to 20 to 21. That's when I try to take it. Okay, let me see if this is gonna happen. Let me see if I have what it takes. Let me see, where this can go. And shit, it went somewhere. So, I mean, like I said, I'll always fucking cherish it. Don't ever fucking doubt yourself, because that's what I did to myself. I doubted myself. I should have did that shit early on before. But don't ever doubt yourself. Whatever you think you can do, sky's the limit. There ain't nothing nobody can't do. If you put your fucking mind to it, whatever the fuck you want to do in life, you can do it. Anything's achievable, So, I mean, I wish I would have, like I said, thought that way back in the day, but I didn't. I'm a very humble person, very timid, just keep to myself. I wasn't that go-getter pusher, you know what I mean? Unless I really, really wanted it. And there was a few things that I really, really wanted. And when I really, really wanted to do to do this rap shit, I pushed it and it went somewhere. So, but shit happens. Everything in life happens for a reason. I was taking out this life for a reason, and I'm back here for a reason. So let's go.
Hell yeah. And right when you got back on the mic, it was like an energy in the building. I don't know if you felt that shit, Critical, but it was like a therapeutic feeling, almost like a redemption, like a comeback, like almost like I don't know how to explain it, bro.
Yeah, I felt it like halfway through his first verse.
Yeah.
He started getting really comfortable.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, he was like in charge.
Hell yeah.
Like he knew what he wanted to do, how he wanted to do it, and we just got it done.
And I could see the love falling back in your eyes. Like, I saw you looking around. I saw you like proud. I saw you like looking around, hearing the music, spitting, and I could see like your face like brightening up. Like there's truly a love in your heart for this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm glad, and I think that if it's destined for you, you're gonna find your way back no matter what. Yeah. If you got a love in this life, it's always gonna find its way back to you if it's meant to be in your life. And obviously this music is that.
Yeah.
So moving forward, what is the goals for Mr. Silent? What could you see yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now? Like, do you have plans for investing? I know you said you purchased your first house. Congratulations for that. That was a hell of a proud moment for me when you started telling me about that.
Yeah.
I always celebrate my homies' victories, and you always been a real one. So seeing that you bossed up and got your house, that was a dope ass thing, homies. Like, what do you see yourself in 5 to 10 years from now? Do you have any plans to invest? Do you believe in crypto, NFTs? Do you like anything else like that?
Shit, investment. I mean, I want a fucking restaurant. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I want to eventually buy a restaurant. Shit, I want to cook in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm crypto and all that shit. Of course, I got my brother-in-law. He's all about that, trying to put me up on game. He knows a lot about that shit. So yeah, of course, that's. I mean, there ain't no more fucking dollar. The dollar's about to go away. You know what I'm saying? You have to get involved in all this, on this cryptocurrency, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it's money you can't see, but it ain't in the fucking bank. It ain't gonna collapse on you. You know what I'm saying? Because it's shit's evolving. You know what I mean? But nah, I mean, eventually you fucking more houses. You know, want to buy more houses. I want to fucking have a house for both my kids before they fucking able to move out. You know what I mean? So, got a lot of goals, man. Now I gotta conquer 'em.
Fuck yeah, and you're back in the position to take everything back that's out for you. And I can see that. I can see a man on a mission when I'm talking to you. I can see a man on a mission. I see a man focused. I see a man back in a comfortable space where he needs to be. You know what I'm saying? Because when you first walked in here, I could feel the energy, like the unsureness.
Yeah.
But then boom, homie, I could see like, nah, we good, homie, because we embrace you with love.
Yeah.
And we embrace you with support.
Yeah.
I think that you felt that shit.
I felt that the first day that Monday when I walked in here, I felt it.
Hell yeah.
I just felt it.
That's a crazy thing.
And it was a fucking incredible feeling. You know what I'm saying? I came back because I'm getting the love back, but when I got that feeling, it brought it back out of me even more. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, I'm here.
Hell yeah.
I'm here.
Hell yeah. We're looking on forward to it. At the end of the day, it's long overdue. It's long awaited. I tell people my only real true group partner ever was Mr. Silent. Like I did some other shit. I've had projects here and there, but my real true like group that we really were ever put together, my first group, my real group was 2 and 3 Soldiers. My original fans know that. So I appreciate everybody that's been supporting both of us since the beginning.
Yep.
Life-changing moments. I would say the moment that I knew that Mr. Silent was no joke was the first time I seen you perform. A lot of people, especially back then, they didn't have stage presence. A lot of people didn't have it. And I would say that each one of us in High Power stepped each other's game up in a certain fashion or form, right?
Yeah.
You had them chants down, my boy. You would know how to rock the crowd and get them involved and all that shit. I super remember coming out. I just be screaming at the crowd, West Side, so we're like, boom, boom, boom. Like I thought I was like screaming at them was the way to do it, right?
Yeah.
So I had to learn that bounce. And I remember Capone helped give me that bounce. He always used to be on stage with the bounce, you remember?
Yeah.
So I got that bounce, and then you had the chants, and I had that fucking aggression and that connection with the crowd. I kind of helped master that shit. And we all together helped
even
evolve.
Balance.
And
It
we
was an
and
even
we
balance.
and then we all learned, and then we all got better and better. And then before you knew it, we were rocking crowds with 3 6 Mafia, Bubba Sparks, all these fools. And I remember getting off the crowd, motherfuckers always tell me, homie, you stole the show.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, you came out here and killed all these fools, right? So I was really proud of that. Even when King Little G was right here, you know, we were talking about, you know, shows and shit. And I seen him on another podcast talking about how a lot of fools ain't got stage presence.
Yeah.
And I know we helped, you know, teach that generation stage presence, because fools were whack, homie. You see some fools are still to this day. I see some fools popping, and no disrespect, I see them just look like they're walking around stage, pulling their pants. I'm like, part of the game is this. A lot of people just think and have the misconception that music is just getting behind a mic. There's like 10 different steps behind it. You gotta hustle. You gotta grind. You gotta get on social media. You gotta post. You gotta be consistent. You gotta fucking spit bars. You gotta be good. You gotta connect with people. You gotta be real. You gotta be respected. There's like so many fucking things that go into being an artist. And that's why I say, like, to any hustle, any job, you gotta respect it. Like, I'm not gonna go into a construction site and be like, fuck it, today I want to be a construction worker. Just because everybody I know wants to be a construction, now I'm going to do. Now you got to buy your tools. You got to get part of the union if that's what's cracking. You got to pay your fucking dues. You got to learn how to use your tools. You got to make sure you don't shoot the hammer through your fucking fingers half the day. I mean, there's so many steps. You got to have your safety vest. There's just so many steps. People don't understand. People don't respect the fucking game. And we got all these overnight ABC ass weekend warrior rappers. And that's what I'm trying to separate. Like, I mean, no disrespect to people that are coming up and starting like we were, right? But it's the people that don't put in the work. And I hope that there's a youngster right now watching that has a dope flow and has a dope fucking video with a lot of views. It says, you know what? I can't step my shit up. Because as men, we all can. And I know I look at myself every single day as I could come harder today. I could be a better husband, a better father. I could be a better homie. I could be a better, person, a critical. Whatever the situation is, we all got to evolve and level up. And that's what I see when you're talking here and sitting. I see a man on a mission to level up, evolve, become a better person, and offer the world everything that you have to offer. We all have a destiny. And I feel like that this is, again, no mistake that you're here. If you had something to tell the world right now, if you could tell the whole world something that you felt that you've never ever been able to express through your music or through a conversation, what would you say, homie?
I say this, man. Life is filled with a lot of bullshit. Life is filled with a lot of betrayal. Life is filled with a lot of chaos. It takes a hard, I'm not to say hard. It takes a person to be so strong-minded, because whatever anybody's done to you, God forgave.
Wow.
So why can't you? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Fuck the bullshit, because life is short. Life is short. And you don't want to be, pretty much on your deathbed wishing, I wish I would have fucking, squashed this. I wish I would have, pretty much say, this was fucking bullshit. Let's squash it. You know what I mean? Shit's gonna happen to you, but it takes a stronger individual to say, fuck it, I forgive you. No matter what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
I forgive you. You don't want to die with hate in your heart.
Nah.
Like, you don't want to do that. So that's all I can say, fucking life is short. Fuck the bullshit. You don't want to die with hate in your heart. God forgave. Why can't you?
Damn, it's powerful. And live with no regrets, right?
Exactly.
We gotta do our best every single day to tell the people around us that we love them.
Yeah.
Give hugs.
Yeah.
Be real. Be a man. Look at people in the eyes. Keep it real.
Yeah.
I think that goes a long way. And at the end of the day, we are our legacy. We're all gonna be what we leave behind.
Yeah.
Who we are, how we treat this earth, and how we treat our people, our family. That's how we're gonna be remembered. That's how we'll be loved, and that's how we'll be basically burned into the legacy of this earth. So I think I'm on a mission for sure, and I know for a fact I've done a lot of bad in my life, unfortunately, as a youth.
Yeah.
So I was a little bit ahead of my time as a youth. So I did a lot of bad shit as a youth. So I'm trying to do a lot of good, and it's paying off.
You're
a lot
doing
of good
it.
things are happening, and I feel good about it, bro. God
Yeah.
is really working. Every single time that we sit in this chair, I'm not a preacher, I'm not a pastor, but I do fear the Lord, and I know that for a fact that God's making these situations happen, because somehow every single time we sit and I have a guest here, every single conversation leads to God's blessings, and somehow we speak about the Lord.
Yeah.
And I think that's an amazing thing. I don't think that's a coincidence either, because God is powerful. And
100%.
when you say the dark forces that you were battling,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people out there right now facing
I'm still
addictions.
battling them. Everybody's battling.
Yeah, everybody.
So.
But there's people right now that are facing addictions,
Yeah.
homelessness,
Yep.
problems in relationships,
Yep.
self-doubt, depression. If you had a chance to be able to uplift somebody with a sentence, what would you tell them? I know that's a little bit of a pressure, but I think someone needs to hear it. There might be someone out there that could get some game from Mr. Silent.
Man, if you're dealing with any of that shit, depression, addiction, fucking self-hatred, how I said before, man, like, you gotta look deep into yourself. You were put here for a purpose. Like, you are a vessel. You are a host. Your being, your body, but God owns your soul.
Yeah.
He made you. He made you to be something great. So with any doubt you have in your mind about anything, just remember that you were here to make a purpose. Each and every individual was here to make a purpose. You got to find out what that purpose is. Once you find it, shit, it's over. So don't give up. Don't give up on life.
Hell yeah, that's an amazing thing, bro. And I give you a salute to that, because that's a powerful word. And there's somebody out there that's gonna hear this,
Yeah.
and there's somebody out there that's gonna be like, you know what, that's true, homie. And they just might need that little spark of someone that's been through some shit in their life,
Yeah.
that it might change them. Before we get to anything else, I want to lighten the motherfucking mood. It's time to change this shit up. I had a good time bouncing on this motherfucking talk box on your new track, dog. Thank
That
you
shit
for
was
inviting
hard.
me on this shit.
That shit was
We got a
hard.
new shit. I've been walking around telling everybody Mr. Silence back.
Yeah.
So I had to say it on the song with Talkbox too. I'm gonna play this motherfucking world exclusive right now as we speak. Mr. Silent, we got him right here live in the studio. We're gonna do a live studio performance / premiere. Let the world know what we got coming back. Mr. Silent is back, 2023, Crime Family Entertainment. Everybody stand the fuck up, be proud. We making history, culture, changes, and historical moves. Let's go. With the slow ass internet. Damn! Here it goes. It's loading up, guys. Sorry about that. Here, I'll put on some game music in the meantime. Wait. Oh, yeah, that's for me. Here it goes. Bump the shit. Everybody turn it up. And don't be clipping this shit, because I'm going to flag you guys. Let them know, Silent. Hold up. We're starting this again. World premiere, 2023, Mr. Silent. He's back. Bust that shit, Silent. Let these fools know.
My family is my home, I'm gonna let it be known. I'm here to shake up this whole industry. Your silent is grown. A new mentality and wisdom, gonna share my advice. I'm here to save all you lost souls before they run out of time. Still the one that you knew way back in the past, with the mind that the falls say Michael Myers mask. Still the one at night that was searching for demons, but now I know that they're real. So the interest depleted, been through the bullshit since you last heard my voice. Overcame death's plot, my decision, my choice. Became a loner, only trusted me, myself, and I. Had a soul search for my shit, lost but it's mine. Life filled with chaos, love and treason and pain. But the man in me suffered the storm, endured the rain. Now I'm back.
This man just got back on the mic.
Got a bullet for whoever did me wrong, dug in ditches. New script, new plan for my future endeavors. And I'm a walking lost, so elite, mind so clever. Leave the mind of the assassin with the brain that's a bomb. Climbing up on this tower like my name's King Kong. My family is my home, I'm gonna let it be known. I'm here to shake up this whole industry. Your silent is grown. A new mentality and wisdom, gonna share my advice.
Mr. Silent is back.
My souls before they run out of time. Was unearthed in this game, it's been over 20 years. Now the boy is a man who don't know the word fear. Knife stalking for a new purpose, scope on point. Still dressed in black, if you betrayed I disjoin. I'm a father, a husband, a friend, a son of my family. The stalker beside me, ready for war if he threatened. He couldn't wait, the silence to jump back on the mic. Revolutionize the world with my rabbit ass bite. Have a gift given to me by the hands of God. Just believe what I say is real, don't mistake it for fraud. Word is fucked up, gonna fight this war for my kids. Adam gave up one, I'm ready to give up all ribs. Shit, whatever it takes, just my past mistakes. And it's only me, I'm gonna shake it up. Earthquake, ain't an album, it's a book. Just read between the lines, woke up, a sleeping giant, should've left me confined. My family is my home, I'm gonna let it be known. I'm
Silent's back, baby.
this whole industry, your silent is grown. A new mentality and wisdom, gonna share my advice. I'm here to save all you lost souls before they run out of time.
Baby. Damn, homie, that motherfucking shit is hard as fuck. I'ma give you some props on that.
Appreciate it.
Fucking critical. Does that sound like a dude that's been gone for?
No.
That's no. Right?
No.
I don't know if you guys are hearing it, but this dude is a man on a motherfucking mission. I can hear it. I'm very proud. You're killing that shit. The whole world's waiting for it. I've been getting messages, homie, and I'm gonna tell you truthfully, no cap. We've been doing this podcast, and I've been getting non-stop messages, DMs, comments, YouTube comments. Where's Mr. Silent?
Dang.
Bring Mr. Silent back. We want Mr. Silent on the podcast. We want some new Mr. Silent music.
That's love.
So
man.
to the world, here he is. I don't want to hear it no more. Here he is, man. We're presenting him. We're proud to be behind it. We know for a fact, and I'm proud to say that we're leveling up the sound 2023 on the whole culture and anybody that steps through the room. And you never been whack. You always came with some heat.
Yeah.
And I knew when you clicked up with Critical on the beats, it was going to be over. And this is the first shit that you guys have to offer. It's a wrap. I'm definitely standing behind this. I'm definitely proud of it. I'm definitely ready to let the world know that Mr. Silent is back.
Gracias, homie. I appreciate that.
Before they run out of time.
Baby.
Family, baby. Mr. Silent is back. Yeah. Mr. Silent is back.
Listen to that shit. Yeah. And that's so effortless for Critical.
Dope.
I mean, this shit, listen to that shit.
Dope.
Imagine we had a Critical back in the days on High Power.
Shit.
We had a young criminal that barely knew how to make beats, learning, getting paid, and Little Green that was like a rock and roll producer that just made us beats. Imagine if we had Critical back then. But you know what's even doper?
Got him now.
We got him now. And you know what's even better? We got him when we're 40. Yeah. Mr. Silent is back, man. And I'm proud to announce this to the world. This is how we do it, 2023. Man, if the whole world could know that the level of passion and the amount of love that you have for the game, they're about to see it, because right now the music is gonna translate that with the passion. You could definitely hear it in the flow and everything.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to your homeboy that you've been giving me a little inside game and a little background. And we like to highlight real shit and positivity. And since your boy's been an inspiration, I want to give him some shout outs and some props. You said there's a dude that you work with.
Yeah.
And then he's a close friend of yours.
Yeah.
And then he has a sick ass flow and then he spits hard.
Spits hard.
Now, when you speak about someone and you vouch them,
Never vouch for nobody.
never. And I was about to say, you don't. So if you're bringing it to the table, I know it ain't no bullshit. So I'm going to give shout out to the homie before I even meet him.
Focus T.
Much love to Focus T.
Yeah.
Thank you for motivating my homeboy to come back to the game, because I know you've been hitting him with the left, I've been hitting him with the right, and now we got him here. So I'm going to send out a personal invitation to Focus T. When my homeboy Silent gets his album going and feels ready to go, you're more than welcome to walk through the doors. We're going to go ahead and put you on a track. We're going to go ahead and get you with Critical and see what we could do, because we want to highlight and support realness culture. We want to give people chances and opportunities that deserve it. If there's a man out there that's grinding for his and really believes in himself and this music, hey, I'll pay for the track. I'll pay for the studio session. I'll walk them through the doors. I'll make sure that their shit gets out there, and I don't want nothing from it, huh?
Let's go.
Just like the homie Big Tense, we work with him and we put out his music, and he's 100% owner on his music, and I'm proud to say that. He invests in himself. He grinds on himself.
Yeah.
I help, and I don't charge him a penny. I shoot his videos. I put him out there. I get him behind his social media, the whole nine. And that man is a self-made boss, and I'm proud to say that.
Dope.
You know, we all are bosses. You know what I'm saying? You're a
Yeah.
boss. I'm a boss. Critical's a boss. But that's what it's going to take. We need to all boss up. We all need to be like the homie Temps. And the homie Temps got shot, I think 6 times, paralyzed. He's in a wheelchair.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you. My boy Temps could outrun half the... Let me correct myself. My boy Temps will outrun 99% of the motherfucking game in a wheelchair. And be in every single city, in every single hood, shaking every single person's hand, spreading his music, going to the school events, meeting people, giving away free merch. I mean, the dude is on a mission. So when you have people like that on a mission, and we all ride together, and we all represent the same thing, and we all have the same goals and intentions, good things happen. And I highlight that because we got a dope ass team. We got his baby girl. She's right here, beautiful. My beautiful wife. She's got something special coming. We got Critical coming. We got Big Temps coming. We got Silent coming. I mean, there's a lot to be happy about. I'm very proud of our team. I'm very proud of where we're going. I know God's opening doors, and this is just the beginning, my G.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to play a little game with me real quick, let me see. Hold on, real quick, please. Hold on. Hold on. I don't know what I'm doing.
I think it's the top one.
Leave it to the technical guy. I don't know shit. Okay, here we go. We're gonna start the game show, all right, Silent? We're putting you on the game show right now. Here goes. It's Criminal's Top Picks with Mr. Silent. And we want to ask you some questions. We want to let the fans know where your mind state is at, all right? So representing for our culture in the raza, if you had a choice to eliminate one and make them out of history, would it be Chavez or De La Hoya?
De La Hoya.
Get the fuck out of here, De La Hoya. I seen that fool on a podcast recently. I'm gonna keep it real. I never want that fool on my podcast. That fool's weird. He's shaky, he's sketchy. He's like, it gives me creepy ass vibes. I remember I did the song with Abner Mares on walking him out on the Showtime boxing at the Honda Center, and that fool came up to me and he whispered in my ear. He goes, "Chingon, homie." I was like, "Fuck out of here, homie." For a second, I was like, "That's Oscar De La Hoya just told me my shit was chingon," and then I replayed it in my mind. I was like, "That was a little creepy the way he said it." But yeah, okay. So De La Hoya, get out of there. If you had a chance to have, as a kid, Sega Genesis or Nintendo, Super Nintendo, which one would it be?
Sega Genesis.
Okay. What's your favorite game?
Favorite game, Joe Montana football.
What year?
1990.
What was your team?
Raiders.
You don't want none of Jerry Rice. You don't want none of Jerry Rice. Steve Young wasn't there yet. Steve Young was later. Joe Montana and Jerry Rice were kicking game in
It's
that
their
game,
homies. They're supposed to kick ass.
Yeah, you don't want none of Jerry Rice. You better not pick that, amigos. That's right. Okay, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
Who's your favorite player?
Sub-Zero.
What does he say? He just freezes you and tears off your head with the spine hanging,
That's
right?
it. Silent but deadly.
There you go, silent but deadly. And then let's see, winter or summertime?
Fuck. Wintertime.
Wintertime. Why is that? You like the hoodies and all that?
not just that, I just hate the fucking heat, bro.
Yeah, it gets hot in
Fuck
Cali.
that.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta take the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Impala or Regal?
Impala.
Dayton's are 20-inch Doves.
Dayton's.
There you go. And I'm gonna ask this last one. I wish I had a roll of drum roll. The game, digital. Well, I guess that's not fair to ask. Okay, hold on. Would you rather be a rapper that performs in the digital age or a rapper that performs in the physical age? Now that you have the opportunity to look at both sides and where the world's going with technology and where the world was at with just the physicals, how we had to get out there and we had to go meet people hand to hand out the trunk, and now you could just sit on your couch, you could be anywhere, we could be right here, push play, and the shit could go everywhere, millions of people on it. What would you rather have?
Well, fuck. Knowing how fucking hard that shit was, because it was a grind on grind on grind on grind, which is the grind right now on the digital world, but that shit was really grind because you didn't have Instagram, you didn't have none of that shit. So now knowing, new age.
New age. And people, that's why I try to highlight, people don't realize all these weekend warrior rappers. I mean no disrespect, bro. When I keep saying that, I just mean it because I stand so tall and we hustle so hard and we grind so long and we get it so out the mud that the people that don't respect the game and get in it and call themselves rappers, it's like no respect. Like, I even had a drummer boy on the show the other day, and I asked him, do you consider yourself a producer now or a rapper? And he said, I'm a rapper. I can't call myself a producer.
Yeah.
He said, I know how hard that is to call yourself a producer, the grind, the waking up, the da-da-da. You see, we need people, more drummer boys that recognize their place in the game and ride with their strengths instead of trying to force some shit they shouldn't be, because the game got hella watered down, homie, in the last 20 years. That's one disadvantage of the digital age is, like I said, the clown dude that I was mentioning earlier on TikTok. There's a lot of them. And there's a lot of these dudes. And people out there get confused because you got tattoos all over the face. People dress a certain way. They carry themselves a certain way. But you know, like I know, even back then, these fools would act the same way. And we walk up and these fools would tuck their tails and dip. So not everything is what it seems to be. But we, as leaders of our culture, again, I always want to say this, it's time to clean the game up. And I want to highlight something. I want to give shout outs to Lucky at Hood Stocks. And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I'm used to in this game when we have disagreements with people to always have confrontation. You know how it was. People have egos. They never want to, own up to their rights as their wrongs as a man and right them. And I publicly stated an issue I had with the dude. Yeah. And instead of being childish and like a punk and like most of these fools do in the game and not being adult-minded and trying to, solve problems, the dude issued a public apology. So I would like to accept that public apology live on my show. Shout out to Hood Stock, shout out to Lucky. We all under the same umbrella, just like I said when King Little G was in that chair, and we representing the right way for the culture. And I appreciate that gesture because that was very gentlemanlike. And we're out here as leaders, and we got to show the culture that destruction is not the path that we need to be on for success. We got families to feed, we got empires to build, we got legacies to leave behind. Exactly. And what kind of fucking PC crash dummy shit that these motherfuckers been doing for the last 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, even before we came in and cleaned it up with high power? It's time to reset it up and clean it up. And I also want to give a shout out to a hater's world. I'm going to straight out say it. You dudes hate on everything. Everything. I seen your comments and it's like, the shit's a little out of control. You guys are building your little niche on hate. I don't agree with that. But I will say this. You motherfuckers gave it up, and I will appreciate that you guys give it up because people recognize who's coming in to clean up the culture and the game. And I think people are starting to take the safe zones. They don't want to be on bad sides just like with high power, right? Yeah. So we are definitely leaders. We are going to crush the competition. I'm going to say that humbly. Ain't nobody fucking with us on this shit. We're going to take over the shit. We're going to kill the game because we're going to put in the most work. Nobody's going to outrun us out here. Nobody has the capacity to outrun us. Nobody has the capacity to outwork us. So humbly saying, we're going to definitely kill the competition. So you guys represent right and you guys carry yourselves right. Because if you don't, you guys are going to get taken over by someone that definitely does. So shout out to everybody out there showing respect and love and cross-cultural support. That's the way it's supposed to be. So I give shout outs to those, podcasts, and that's the way it goes. 2023, Crime Family Entertainment, Mr. Criminal, Silent. Before we get up out of here, is there anything else you want to say, my boy?
Pretty much, dog. I got everything off the chest that I need to get off of. A lot of shit I'm keeping to myself. But I appreciate everybody out there. I appreciate, everybody keeping my name in their mouth. Whatever is negative or positive. But what I was hearing is mostly positive. You kept me alive. 20 years out the game, but my name didn't go nowhere. So, yeah. Much, much, much love for that. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah. You guys heard it from a West Coast legend. I'm going to say it again. A West Coast Chicano rap Latino legend out here, homie. That's how it goes. The homie done rock shows. People would never even understand what Ibiza. Motherfuckers will never understand the delicacies of Ibiza, how we had, huh?
Shit.
Hey, remember we were walking through the castle in Ibiza?
Shit.
That was a crazy moment, right? Remember when we saw the ghost?
Yeah.
We saw the ghost in the castle in Ibiza? Yeah, that was crazy.
That
shit
was crazy.
That was some trippy shit. We were in Ibiza Critical. Yeah. And our music took us to a place where a castle was at, and they showed us the whole history, and motherfuckers were walking through it. You know where they have the gondolas or the gauntlets where the shit goes down in the rivers and all that. All that, homie. You know what I decided to do right in the middle of it? Hustler ass crimes.
Shoot a video.
I said, video. Put a beat on. I'm about to shoot a video on this motherfucker. And that shit's 11 million views right now. That's Criminal Mentality too. That's how we do it. When you see that video, that's me and my boy Silent representing for the culture. 11 years before you scrubs were doing it, homie. With respect, I'm just saying it because don't forget who's the real kings of this shit when we started this. And I say that humbly because motherfuckers that claiming kings out here and all this shit, like in disrespectful ways, not the homie King Little G, but other people that are disrespecting, trying to take the crown. Motherfuckers never even left Southern California, homie. We done touched every single planet, and that's why I said on one of my new songs, I said, I hear these fools out here arguing about who's the king. Shit, I'm about to claim it. But when your foot touches every continent, could claim you're famous. These motherfuckers, come on, this is a digital age. But with all due respect, shout out to everybody. You see I'm out here. Ain't no motherfucking slowing down. Crime Family Entertainment, Mr. Criminal, live on air, episode number 6, and this is how we end it. Before we go, I'm gonna respect everybody's beliefs, but I definitely want to say a prayer for all of our supporters, our subscribers, all of our people that tap in every single week. Father God, I appreciate everything that you do every single week for us, Lord. I appreciate you for bringing my brother Silent back into the fold. Thank you for allowing us to have an impact on his life with this music and allowing the fan base to still be there and still appreciate from the hard work that he put in 20 years ago that he could come back and still be received like this. We appreciate Critical. We appreciate his baby girl. We appreciate Street Visuals, the whole Crime Family, every single subscriber, every single person out there. Please, dear Lord Jesus, bless everybody's life and their journey and their destiny this week. In Jesus' name, amen. That's how we do it. Crime Family Entertainment 2023. 100. Hey, Critical, before we get up out of here, you want to say anything?
Nah, man.
Nah? I do.
What's up?
We're going to go make another song after this. King Little G sent me a track, and he wants me to jump on it, so we got to do that. I've got to jump on King Little G's new album, and then we also got to finish the Alicia Keys remake. You guys are gonna see we just did a remake to Alicia Keys. I dedicated it to my beautiful wife right here, to that song Unthinkable. If you ask me, I'm ready. You know what? Fuck this. Before we get up out of here, I'm gonna do a quick little preview because that shit is so hard. Here we go. Watch this. Let's do this. Just one run real quick. Critical don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to talk to nobody.
I'm dealing with
technical.
Yeah, that's why. My bad.
No, you're good. We got to end it now?
No, I'm good. I fixed it.
Okay, I'm not good.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we got Lazy Bones' new album with Mr. Criminal coming soon. We got Young Dopey's new album coming soon. We got Big Temp's album coming soon. We got a lot of beautiful albums coming soon. God Got Me, Mr. Silent Now, Manny Castillo. Blue Rags is working on a new album. We got Crazy Boy working on a new album. We got people all over the place. But what I am very proud of is this new album that I'm doing called Impala Music, and the whole album is something to ride to. But this song exactly we made just to show and showcase the level of talent that I'm starting to learn on this talk box. This shit is not easy, it's hard, and I made this the other night for my beautiful wife. Let's go. Exclusive. Impala Music exclusive. Impala Music is on the way after God Got Me.
Someone's gotta take the lead tonight. Who's it gonna be? I'm gonna sit right here and tell you what's it gonna be. And if you have something to say, you should say it loud.
And we out. Mr. Criminal live on air.